Okay, let's start a minute early and just take that sound down off the music. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's okay. Welcome to this live stream. Now for this one, let me just get myself in order. I'm going to be chatting to you, my dear YouTube viewers. In other live streams I've done, we've been chatting to each other. I feel the YouTube chat has been missed out, so I'm making this video or this live stream especially for you. But there's going to be hopefully a few people flying with me, which should be interesting. Interesting. I was right the first time. As you can see, I've got it on the map screen here. I've got lightningmaps.org, and I've got another map screen showing live lightning flashes around the world. Now, initially, I wanted to do this video with the Series S or Xbox and the Velocity 1. Wasn't quite working out in testing. The problem is with the Xbox and PC and default Flight Simulator Live weather, as you'll see possibly, doesn't always pick up the thunderstorms even if you're in the vicinity. So I'm using the Velocity 1 on the PC, but I'll be using Rex Weather Force. Now, I know a lot of people don't have this, and hopefully one day Rex will find its way over to the Xbox. I don't see why it won't or can't. It's an external program, which is probably why it's not done at the moment. If they can integrate that into Flight Simulator, Asobo really need to get on it and actually buy out Rex or get them to work with them, because they do some incredible stuff, as I'll be showing you. Now, there's lightning flashes, as you can see, going off in different parts of the world, generally over Australia. Let's get to Oceania. As you can see, there's a lot of flashes. Let's turn the sound on. All you can hear is clicks at the moment. But you can see a lot of flashes going off and a lot of... Okay. There we are. You can see, yeah, there's a lot of lightning storms happening. Unfortunately, a lot of these are overseas, and Australia is a bloody massive continent, as you're probably all aware. So you could take off. I can try and find this in Flight Simulator. Take off. It could be sunny here and thundering here. So I'm going to try something slightly different. Again, I was doing that in testing. It didn't quite work properly. Let me just switch you to my Flight Simulator window. Actually, turn that clicking sound off, because that's going to drive us crazy. Switch it over to my Flight Simulator capture. Let me know if everybody can see Flight Simulator in the window. Oh, sorry, I'm flying. Good point, actually. I didn't set that up. I'm flying on the North Europe server. North Europe. Yeah, so if anybody wants to fly along with this, I'm going to find a place in a moment, so I don't even know where that place is myself yet. But if you go over to North Europe server, and in fact, I need, because I've not had it on, I need to turn on. Oops. I was in the right place. Let's turn on all players. So make sure you got multiplayer, all players. Rest of it doesn't really matter for this flight. If you've not got Rex Weather Force, turn on live weather, because it'll be interesting to see. Like I said, I've not chose a place yet, and the box up here on the home screen, make sure that's on North Europe if you want to come along. Okay, so back to it. So in Flight Simulator, what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to go to my Rex. Now, I couldn't get Rex to capture in OBS. Couldn't find the settings to get Rex Weather Force capturing as well. But all I'm doing in Rex Weather Force, I'm doing this behind the scenes, I'm searching for, by perimeter, for thunderstorms around the world. So bear with me. I've just typed in a search, and I can see is that in a specific area there's a heavy storm happening, which is UN. So you may want to take note of this. UNTT. It's a shame I couldn't capture this, because I wanted to show you, but I couldn't get it set up. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to come back to Flight Simulator. Nice rice, baby. Yep, absolutely. I'm going to come back to Flight Simulator World Map, and I'm going to type in UN into the search box here. So everybody come along if you want to fly with me. UNTT. And it's the top one here, UNTT. So here Rex is saying it's got heavy thunderstorms there currently. Well, we don't want to fly in the dark, so if you're flying, depending where you are in the world, you may have to adjust your time of day so that it's a bit lighter. So I've put it on 7:14 UTC. Doesn't particularly matter which runway we take off from here. So I'll choose runway 3 and set as departure. Let me just go back to see if everybody's okay. Let me know in the YouTube chat if you're following, if everybody followed that. You only got Flight Sim a week ago and have been using T-Flight Holtas X. Excellent, great. It's been great. The videos are so entertaining, I always come back to them. Thanks very much, that really means a great deal to me. So let me know if everybody's okay with that. So we're setting off from UNTT. So type it into the search box. Let me go back to my flight simulator. Just type in UNTT up here. I'll do that again. UNTT. It's the top option. And then we'll take off from runway 3. So is everybody okay? All good. Okay, I'm going to take that as a yes, because obviously I'm not on voice chat, I'm just doing YouTube chat, so hopefully you're following. Once again, make sure you got live weather on if you've not got Rex Weather Force. If you've got Rex Weather Force, I'll be showing you, well, you can actually turn that on when we get into the sim itself. I've got it on clear skies myself, because Rex Weather Force requires that if you want to turn on Rex Weather. So we'll go fly. So why is I've lost my mouse? That's not good. Hopefully the capture's okay. Like I said, I normally capture from Xbox, my Series S. Today I thought I would try something different. I've got the music turned down in Flight Simulator, that's why you can't hear it. But you should hopefully be able to hear the environment. Hopefully we're going to catch some lovely weather. When I've done this in testing, it's gone brilliantly. Murphy's Law, when I come to live stream, we'll see what we shall see. But hopefully everything should be okay. And last thing I want now is for Flight Simulator to crash on me, so I'm hoping it's not. It's taken... Oh, there we go. Ah. And it's put me back in pitch darkness. Now, if you're in the dark like me, go to your weather tab and adjust the time of day. Why is it so dark? Okay. I'm adjusting the time of day now to my local time is 11:51. That's okay. I can see people on the runway. That's brilliant. So let me know in the chat, actually, what's it like with live weather? Well done, Chunzi. I hope you got your problem sorted with Rex. I know you were having a couple of issues. I'll talk about that in the video. But I'm going to now go to my Rex Weather Force Start Weather Synthesis. It takes a moment to start, but if you're watching the stream, you will get the results as I do. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Not going to be like... better. Didn't have my window set up properly in the Flight Simulator. So hopefully... Oh, there we go. There we go. So that's what Rex Weather Force is saying the weather's doing. My Rex just informed me that I disconnected there. Let me know if I'm still live, because it's showing live on my YouTube page. So I'm going to go ahead. I think I'm still live. It just said it disconnected for a reason. Some reason. Don't know why. I'm flying the Cessna 172 with the G1000 NXI. I'm going to zoom out of this map because it shows us the weather patterns in the area. As you can see, this red and yellow, these are our weather fronts currently. But zoom out a little bit more on that map. I want to get out of this weather front we're in, and I want to skirt around some of these thunderstorms. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come down to my left G1000. Now, I will be releasing a video on this, but instead of twiddling with my knob, oh dear, instead of twiddling with my heading knob, I do say some odd things, don't I? I've got that set up I've got it bound to my right hat switch 2 on my velocity 1. So instead of twiddling my heading knob here, I can actually just move my hat switch left and right, and that alters my heading bug, which is very handy. So we will be using autopilot and heading mode in this flight. For chaps who have the multi-panel, it's dead easy for you. You've got your heading knob on there, you can mess around. My flight sim is going bonkers at the moment, I don't know. Terrible picture, buffering. Ah, no. Audio dropping occasionally. Let me know if it settles down, please. This is not good. I knew something would happen as soon as I go live. Possibly the lightning storm. Possibly Rex. I hope not. How's it going, chaps? Is it still okay? Is it better now? Let me just connect on Discord quickly. Is it okay, chaps, on the stream, or is it very bad?
No, it's not very good. Yeah, it's very bad, very buffery and very poor picture.
Even now?
Even now for me.
Yeah, the stream is frozen. We can hear your voice.
You can hear my voice. Everything looks fine for me so far. Okay, someone's saying it's okay for them.
I'll refresh.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Everybody watching the stream, if it's buffering, because it did disconnect for a second there, I'm going to just disconnect.
Oh, it's better now.
Better now, great. So I'll see you in the flight, chaps. I'll disconnect off Discord. Yeah, if it's not good, the stream, chaps, just hello. How you doing, Lysander? It's good to see you. It's better. People are saying it's better. Let's get on with the flight. So I've got me heading. Oh, I'm getting some strange artifacts on the screen. I hope it's okay. Refresh if it does that. I'm not quite sure what's going on. I've got the heading knob bound to my hat switch, right hat switch. So we'll be using heading mode and autopilot mode in this. I'm going to press the B key on my keyboard, just to ensure I've got the proper altitude set in the aircraft. I was saying we're 0 feet above the sea level here. So just to ensure that's okay, I'm going to set my autopilot assigned altitude, so using the inner knob, to 2,000 feet. That should be plenty enough. I don't know what's ahead of us because of this weather, but I can see that there's not... I can see on the map here, I don't see any mountain ranges. Don't see any, but there is a weather front, so that could be obscuring that. So what I'm going to do, chaps, is throttle up. Probably a hand flight to begin with, and I'm going to try and stick on this current heading of 24 degrees to try and clear this weather front I'm currently in. Yep. Chins is good, that's great. So we'll just take off there and trim up a little bit, and I'm just going to keep the direction of the runway, maintain the direction of the runway just to clear this weather that we're currently in. Anti-ice, is there anti-ice in the Cessna 172? I don't think there is. This pilot heat. I couldn't find any anti-ice because I was having difficulty the other day with it. You're just gonna have to go with it, I'm afraid. Don't believe there's anti-ice. People correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. I couldn't find it. So I'll tell you what, to maintain that, I'm just going to go autopilot and heading mode, because I've got my heading bug synced to my current heading. And all should be okay there. And hopefully, we should be flying out of this weather front within a few minutes. We should be flying out of it, and we can skirt around some of these thunder and lightning storms. Let's get outside to give you some dramatic effect there. As you can see, we've got thunderstorms to the right of us there. Right in front. Chaps, there's a lot of people behind me. I hope you all took off okay. Let's get back inside now till we clear this front, and we should start seeing the ground and hopefully clouds around us. Like I said, this is a very ad hoc stream, so I don't know what to expect from this area. Is the stream okay? I'm assuming it's fine. So any second we should clear this. Lots of people... Oh, there you go. You can see clear skies slightly coming now. Yeah. Everybody's there behind me. That's good. So I'll be calling out... When I change heading, I'll be calling that out when necessary, because we'll be skirting around the weather fronts, as I said. There you go. Getting into clearer skies now. It's a nasty storm, I've got to say. It's not as nasty as some of them I've flown through whilst testing. Thankfully, there's clear skies between the fronts, so we can actually see what's going on, which is great. Looks like it's snowing as well. Is my Cessna freezing over? That will be interesting if that happens, because yeah, you've just got to trust to good fortune if that happens. Ooh, there you go. You saw a big flash of lightning. Going to change my heading slightly. Let's go down. I've changed it to 52 degrees. A bearing of 52 degrees. Ooh, look at that. We've got to head towards that, haven't we? So this is what Rex Weather Force gives you. Now, let me know, chaps, in the comments, what's it like on live weather? Are you getting thunder and lightning at the moment? You need to go outside and scrape it up, absolutely. Yeah. Get the old, what do you call them, those things that you scrape your car ice off with? A de-icer. Look. Ooh. This is my favourite way to fly, without a doubt. Go and find some severe weather, fly towards it, fly through it. It's just beautiful. And then later on we've got to find a runway to land at. I'll be showing you that. But it could well be between a weather front or severe weather, so that could be interesting. Going on there, just refresh. It's reconnected again. There's obviously some kind of confliction with Rex and OBS now. I know, just refresh if it happens. I do not know what's going on, I'm afraid. My internet's fine. Yeah, just refresh and hope it holds. Could be the lightning. It will be on YouTube later, this as well, by the way. I'm just going to change my heading a little bit now, a little bit more now, just to head towards that front. Actually, not too much. So I've just changed it to 72 degrees. Actually, I'm going to change that back a bit. Change it to 70 degrees. Refresh. All's good. Good. Sorry, chaps, if we're flying... Well, it's good timing, isn't it? If we're flying through severe weather, why not have severe buffering issues as well? So every time we see a flash of lightning, my stream goes bonkers. Which makes perfect sense. By the way, today I went to a model train exhibition. It was absolutely incredible. It's not something I collect for, even though I did buy something. I spent more money than I should have, but it was absolutely brilliant seeing all these model trains set up, and incredible. I'll be doing a future video on that, in fact. It's not one of my hobbies per se, but it may become one. It may happen. Your frame rate's killed, Chunzi. Just go to live weather if it's... I've got to look that up before I do a review of Rex Weather Force. Some people have issues with it. For myself, I don't get any frame drops, but I know other people saying they get severe frame drops in weather. I don't know if it's an AMD or NVIDIA issue, or even a cloud texture issue. Maybe some settings within Flight Simulator. I don't know what it is. What card do you have, Chunzi? Do you have an AMD or NVIDIA? Just out of interest. So there you go. So we're in between weather fronts at the moment. What I'm probably going to do is head towards this way in a moment. Head to our left, so probably 90 degrees left, more or less, in a moment. I just want to head a little bit closer to this weather front. God, it looks pretty good, doesn't it? It does look good. Yeah, so we'll be heading soon, just about 34 degrees or something of that sort. Roughly. As you can see on the map here on the right, G1000, we want to stay out of the red and yellow and keep in the green zones. That means we're out of the weather front, but we're skirting around them. Very windy. Yep. Yeah, it's because of these weather conditions. Are you seeing lightning at all on PC specs? I've got a very low spec PC. Hello, Anthony. Low spec PC for Flight Simulator. It's only a GeForce 1066 gigabyte, but a Ryzen 5 1600 AF, which is a killer CPU for the price. It's really an excellent CPU. And 16 gigabyte of RAM, but NVMe drives, and I think that helps Flight Simulator especially. Okay, I'm going to change heading now to 33 degrees. So I'm going to come to my left, essentially, about 90 degrees. Let's come down so I can see that properly. So 34 degrees. There we go. See Disco Dave in front of me there, waving at your disco. Or Dave, rather. So I think we can punch through this weather front in front of us. Let me just look at my map in my G1000. Oh yeah, we can punch through that, can't we? So coming out of that, we should be skirting around. The idea here is to give you YouTube viewers a bit of a treat. Skirting around. Terrifying. Even in Flight Simulator, when I see lightning and clouds like that, it absolutely scares me. Xbox no lightning, but you're icing up. Oh, right, interesting. Interesting. What about PC users? Are you icing up? Rec stopped, weather stayed stormy. Oh, that's great. Okay, brilliant. Keep it that way, Chunzi. Keep it that way. 3:20 AM. My goodness, Anthony. We were just looking on the map. In fact, let me just put it back there while I've got it on autopilot. On the maps here. There's a lot of lightning storms over Australia, which you probably know about. The problem is that it's not easy to pinpoint those lightning storms. So you can fly in one place, it can be completely sunny. I'm sure you know this, Anthony. Fly in another place, it'll be stormy. Within a matter of, well, a matter of several hundred miles probably, but it's just a huge continent to pinpoint in Flight Simulator. Ooh. Lots, ooh, look at that. Not using reps, icing up, can barely see out of my windows. Does anybody know any way to de-ice the 172? I don't believe you can. But if anybody knows, and I've missed something, let us know, please. If need be, Beluga, if need be, just switch weather. If need be, just switch weather, yeah. Or seasons or something. Good afternoon, Joseph. Good to see you. From Orlando, Florida. Lovely. They get quite a few lightning storms as well, or the Caribbean, that area. In fact, if I just look at the world map here and just see, yeah, there's a few over, well, out to the ocean to the right of Florida. Hello, Mr. Dart GT, good to see you. Well, let me just concentrate. Is the stream going okay, chaps? Is it still freezing up, or is it okay? So at the moment, we're just skirting around these extreme weather conditions. Oops, let me get my... I always mix the hat switches up on the velocity one. We're skirting around. I'm just going to come to my left a little, chap, so I'm going to change my bearing again. I don't want to be flying into... Oh, definitely don't want to be flying into that. My goodness, that's vicious. So this is live weather around the world. It's just I've let Rex decide and tell me where the extreme weather is at the moment. And it's one of the beautiful things you can do with Rex. The only thing it's missing currently is historical weather. And it's on everybody's wish list. My bearing currently is 309. 309. So we're heading into much milder skies there. But I'll be staying around these thunderstorms. 100% great. Oh, airflow at 100% and hot air entry at 100%. There you go. That's a hint for you. Beluga, would be freezing up. Oh, a thunderstorm's passing by, Anthony. Well, you'd be right at home here, won't you? Lovely. I really enjoy thunderstorms. Yeah, I wouldn't enjoy flying in this one, but it's one of my favourite things to do in Flight Simulator. For sure, for certain. Lots of people on the stream, look at that. Lovely. I had no idea so many people would turn up. That's lovely. And I'm sorry if you're not getting the same effects I'm getting. They are really spectacular. Gonna come to my left again, guys. You're gonna have to bear with me. It's gonna be one of those flights. And I've changed it to 282. Bearing of 282. So what's the weather doing here? Let's look on my map. Chunzi, is your weather map looking the same on the right G1000 there? I think if Rex freezes, it just keeps the weather that it loaded in last time, but you should be seeing similar to what I'm seeing, hopefully. Look at, isn't it beautiful? Isn't it sensational? Let's come a bit nearer to this front here. So we've got to capture data from here. Rocky, are you with us, or you're in a Cessna 172? So I'm assuming you are. You are. Good to see you. So I'm just going to come to my left. Oh, left again. Lovely scenery below us, even though who's bothered about scenery when you've got weather like that? Look at it. So let me just see. Keep calling out those bearings to you. 262. Hopefully I'm still going there. Retro Robbins, great to see you. Retro Robbins does like Spectrum videos. He's got like a whole library of Spectrum reviews. It's fantastic. Go and check out his channel later if you're into retro gaming. It's brilliant. Much more stormy for me. Blanket of cloud above us. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Let me just see where you are in relation to me. Yeah, you're not far from me. I can see you. You're right there. Okay, interesting. Ah. And that's using it. I don't know why. If you're on the PC and using the Rex Weather Force, you would think it would be uniform for everybody. Now we're flying away from active weather fronts there. So what I'm going to do, chaps, sorry to do this to you. I'm going to do a 180. So, I'm going to come right round about an eastward heading. Just over. So I've changed mine to 84 degrees. So I do want to capture some of those fronts. And it could just be that the thunderstorms are slowly dissipating, but no, I can see flashes in front of me. So I want to head back towards that. There is a bit of a lag between the stream and what I'm doing as well, so it's going to be interesting as I'm flying back through people there. Terrible crosswinds, oh, tell me about it. But if you're on autopilot and heading mode, you shouldn't have too much trouble. Ooh, look at that. Look at that, brilliant. You shouldn't have too much trouble. So let's head back towards the front. Is anybody up for flying through one of these weather fronts? You're not going to see much, but you should hear a lot of clatter and see a lot of lightning. Can't see you on our screen, Carlos. You're flying in the dark. It's part of the fun, isn't it? Well, our bearing at the moment, let me just head back into my cockpit. Bearing at the moment is, we'll just get back. I'm switching screens on my PCs, bear with me. 84 degrees. I'm switching between my flight simulator screen and chats. Bear with me. Ah, great, Carlos. Okay. When I saw you, you were in front of us. Rocky, where are you now? Rocky! Which way? There you are. You're right next. Is that you, Rocky? Yeah, you're next to us now. You should be able to see us now. Lightning snowstorm is great. What are you using, Tom? And are you using Rex Weather Force as well? Beautiful. Big flashes of lightning in front of us. Is anybody up to heading into that? The stream, generally. Are you up for me heading into this? Lovely, lovely. Can't see you guys. You were right next to us for a second now. Just head on the bearing I've just told you. You should be okay. Best yacht to get Retro Robins is probably the Logitech to start off with on PC. On Xbox, you've only got one choice, well, two choices, but they're not the cheapest of yachts. PC Logitech Light Yacht System. Yeah, go and watch one of my videos on that. I've got quite a few of them. I am, Mr. GT, I am. I'm caring for my children flying. I don't want anybody to get electrocuted. For anybody flying through this, though, it's simply one of the most exciting ways to fly. I was in a storm testing last night, late last night. I had fronts, I couldn't escape any of the weather fronts. I had to simply fly through a thick red weather front for the whole flight. Then I started icing over. Had to take it off autopilot. I managed to land, thankfully, but it was hair-raising. This is not quite as severe. You can get some excellent conditions with Rex Weather Force. This is just one of them. It's just a random condition. Ooh, big flashes in front of us there. Lovely. Got to fly towards that. Xbox S, okay, on PC. Sorry, on PC, Retro Robins, yeah. Yeah, it's not on PS4, it's on PC or Xbox Series S or X at the moment. Flight Simulator currently. It's not likely to come to PlayStation, I don't think, yet. Right, so what we're going to do, we're going to fly... Let's just see... I'm kind of up to flying into that and then maybe trying to sort out an airport. Oh, have we got rain? Maybe we'll sort out an airport in a weather front somewhere, because that's quite makes it more exciting, of course. Or between weather fronts, maybe. Yeah, I'll tell you what, chaps, I'm going to come to my right now. About 90 degrees. Oops. Let's get back in the cockpit, get my hat switches in order. So I'll take it to 140. See how that looks. I wonder if we can actually fly around. That's a huge weather front. Whether we can fly around, sorry, switching between screens quite a lot there. This weather front, it looks like we can find our way. Let's fly through this path. So down, if you're watching the screen, down to this direction, through here, and then maybe we'll find some kind of airport to land at. There we go, I just want to try and stay around as many active weather fronts as I can. Works one until it refreshes the data. Yeah, could be that. Could be a setting there. Good. If you go to the Rex Weather Force Discord, they help a lot. They helped me with Acu season, for example. It could just be some setting there, Chunzi up. Can't see it out your right window. What can I suggest there? Just move your head. Sorry, Beluga. Laughing on your behalf there. Stick your head out the top, you should be fine. So we're now flying towards, let's see. Yeah, come to my right, will it be right? Come to my right slightly again by... let's fly in a southerly direction for now. So 180, 175 in fact. Just so we say skirting. Listen to that. Yikes. And I'm currently at 2,000 feet. I did press my B to ensure that my altitude was correct though, because I see a lot of you are quite low, or lower, but it doesn't really matter. In fact, we're all at different altitude. I think the wind's buffering us, which is okay. So let's come down. The idea is to fly through this path here, this front here, and then, is that an airport there? We'll try and find an airport around this area, which could be quite interesting, between fronts, depending on what you're seeing at the moment. Lovely. Couldn't find you guys, you're flying in dark. Maybe catch you guys next time. You can spawn on us. If you go to world map, you can just spawn on one of us. So try and find my name on the world map. I'm not seeing ice at the moment. Not seeing much ice at the moment. I know Xbox users saying they were, which was interesting. No, I'm not seeing any ice. That's good. I do have icing on, because I tried this yesterday. Like I said, all my instruments froze up, but I still managed to land just about. Snowing now. Lovely weather. Very bizarre, isn't it? Now, where is this in the world? I didn't even look at that. Does anybody know in the comments where this... What is it? Maybe somebody could look that up for me. UNTT, the airport. That's the airport code. UNTT. Thinking Middle Eastern. Something of that sort. Beluga, are you still flying with us? Give you guys a good dramatic view. That's what the live stream's about. And yet, going forward, I want to do a few of these live streams, so it's YouTube chat, because not everybody wants to chat in voice chat. What tends to happen is that I can't always read the YouTube chat when I'm in voice chat, and I do enjoy it as well. And hopefully a few of you guys enjoy that kind of live stream as well. So we'll come to our right again now, because I want to skirt around these weather fronts. So coming into a westerly heading. What have I got? 267. Hopefully my aircraft will turn in time. See, yep, skirting around these fronts. Wonderful. Try this alone at some point, chaps. Get a hold of Rex Weather Force and try this alone and just do a flight and then try and land in between fronts or... wonderful. One of the most atmospheric flights you can do. Still got people beside me there, that's great. Got the sun obscured by the clouds, so it is daylight, believe it or not. You wouldn't think so, and this is... Apparently, like I said, it's worth repeating, this is live weather reported by Rex Weather Force. Or according to Rex Weather Force. Still flying with us, great. So weren't you Rocky before, Beluga? No, Carlos, sorry. Carlos, yes. Okay, Beluga, yep. Just getting confused, yep, okay. So you're Jamie, let's just find that. Yeah, you have to bear with me, my concentration is in... yeah, just refresh, it's reconnected again, so we should be okay. Fingers crossed. Anyway, lots of great... Look at that, lots of people there, that's brilliant. Thanks for joining us, and there are more, aren't there? More people, I've missed someone out there. A couple of people out. There we go. Gonna have trouble pronouncing some of your names there, I do apologise. Well, there we go, wave on live stream, you're live. How are we doing with this front? We can come to a southerly direction-ish soon, not yet. Now, am I flying away from those lightning storms? Well, there's one there, and there's one there. No, I'm not flying away from them. Actually wanted to fly somewhat back in them. So let's just see. Yep, soon we'll start turning. Catch up with chat again. You have to go. Oh, what a shame. Oh well, it's good for you to fly with us. Nice for you to fly with us. Come back again, and this will be live on YouTube later. It's in Russia. Ah, okay. Excellent, Dave. Thanks for telling us. So they're having some bizarre weather there at the moment. What am I doing now? Let's just get back to my flight sim. And we'll come. I'm going to change my heading now to the left. 210 to begin with. Yeah, that should do. See how that fits with what we're seeing outside. That's great. And there is an airport ahead of us there. Shall we land here? Shall we land at this airport? Tomsk, Bogashevo. I think it is. Bogashevo. Probably butchered that, but we'll give it a go. So I'll just go to ATC for the moment. I just want to see airport lists. What runways are available? I'm not going to authorize it through ATC. I just want to see. Bollocks. Let's go there. June Tower. Full stop landing. Runway 21. Let's just see how that correlates with our position. Yeah, so we're at 21 degrees. If we keep heading towards that Tomsk, Bogashevo, Bogashevo, I think, we should be okay in our current direction. Hopefully. So there's runway 21 here. I'm just altering my bearing again, my heading again rather. Just to line up. I'm going to come to the left of the airport and come back right when I feel I can get it more on a 21 degree heading straight ahead of me. Hope that makes sense. So I'm going to come to the left of the airport in front of me. I'll swing back round when I'm nearer to it to come back to 21 degrees more or less to line up with the runway. Ooh, there's lightning right next to that airport, so this should be quite exciting. Let's see what chaps are doing. You have no lightning, but no visibility of snow all around. Oh, can you see the airport at all, Dave? Open that window. So I'm 7 nautical miles out, 7.6 nautical miles out from Tomsk. Is that Tomsk or Tomsk? I go with Tomsk there. Which airport? We're flying towards Tomsk. Tomsk. What's the code for that, chaps? Bogashevo. Hang on a second. Let's just find the code for it. Acknowledge that because they'll keep moaning at me. Cancel landing intention there. I don't want ATC anyway. Nearest airport list. So it's UNTT. It's where we took off from. UNTT. Roughly just over 5 nautical miles out. I mean, you guys land which way you want there. I'm just talking to the stream now. Just over 5 nautical miles out. I shall lower my throttle. Reduce my throttle, rather. Coming way out of the storms now. What a shame. Ah, well. Maybe it's good timing. There's storms behind us still. I was hoping there'll be storms greeting us at the airport. And for me, at least, there's not one. There you go. There's a little bit of one. What's happened to the airport there? Oh, yeah. I'm guessing I came to the left of it slightly, so I'm just going to come back down to the... Well, actually, not yet. I'll leave that for a while. I'm heading at 181, just to line up that runway with about 210 degrees, basically. So it's runway 21. Losing sight of that airport for a second. So yeah, I can start reducing my throttle now, just to get it to flaps 1 speed. And I will be taking this off autopilot soon as well. Just get to flaps 1, our first stage of flaps, which would do right there, and I've done that under autopilot control, so I've got no issues of the aircraft flaring, which is good. I don't want to slow down too much. Pulled my throttle back a bit too vigorously there. I shall take it off autopilot now. My trim wheel went crazy. It does that sometimes with the Velocity 1, I've noticed. When you take it off autopilot, the trim can go a little bit crazy for a second or two. And I think that's a known bug. And the airport is right in front of us. Yeah, didn't spot that one very well, did I? Never mind, I've spotted it now. That'll do. I'm going to go to stage 2 flaps now, just to slow me down a little bit more. Reduce my throttle so I descend a little bit towards that runway. Yeah, it shouldn't be too difficult. Even if you see a runway late in a Cessna, it's not the end of the world. Is everybody okay? I hope. I'm just concentrating on this landing first, then I'll pull off the runway and watch you all, hopefully. There's lightning just behind it, which frames the runway beautifully. Yeah, and I'll be showing you those settings. I've got my Alt switch set up, so I don't need to mess about with my Alt heading knob. To my Velocity 1, I'll be showing you a video soon of how to do that, how to bind rotary switches to your chosen controller, especially. Mine's the Velocity 1 at the moment. I'm playing on that at the moment. Bit low there, let's just increase my throttle. And once I get to the runway, I can decrease this, fine. I'll make that nice and easy now. Oops. Yeah, that'll be fine. I can just float a little bit there and come to a stop. Should be okay. That should be fine. Now I'll brake and come off the runway here and watch you all land. Hopefully. Come off the runway. That should be fine. Okay, let's get outside. Raise my flaps. So, yeah, we got quite a few. We got you all coming in. Lovely. Lovely. Thanks, Mr. GT. Thank you. You're dropping down to 1400. Great. Well done, Dave. You want to get a bit lower than that. Yep, drop down to 1400 to begin with. Rocky! Come on, Rocky. Lovely. It's looking nice. Yeah, looking very nice. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. It's a bit skiddy the runway, guys. Just be aware. It's a bit wet. Certainly. We got snow and lightning and lovely clouds behind us. How's that for a picture? Yeah, very nice, Flightless. It was very nice. Alan, where are you going? TP bird. Are you heading in the right direction there? It's difficult to tell. Let's see the kill count, absolutely. What's it like for you chaps? You can't tell me at the moment because I'm going to join voice chat for this part. Why not? Wind them up a bit. Are you still there? What are you doing, Alan?
I asked him that.
I landed on a dirt road out there. We're waiting for the airport.
Oh, okay. Well, you're down.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Tony's coming in. Looking nice, Tony. What are you guys? Can you see the airports at all?
I couldn't see it at first. I thought it was that dirt road.
They can hear you on YouTube as well, all of us, you know.
Oh, they can hear us all on YouTube. Yeah, this is live. Okay. Hopefully.
Okay.
Come on, Tony. Nice
I
and
walked away, that's the main thing.
easy. You did. I mean, weather conditions like this, let's face it, you need to get down, don't you? You wouldn't stay up in that. We got John be good there as well. I don't know where you've gone, John, but looks like you. Oh no, you're coming in. That's fine. A whole vast number of names. It looks like Tony's coming down first there. So what?
Yeah, I got it.
What was the weather
I got
like for you chaps on live weather?
Mine was really bad. I had
We'll
to
look at the
change
picture
mine.
in the group.
Oh, okay, I will do. Yeah, but hopefully a few of you will be convinced by this weather force. It's when it does it right.
Yeah, it looks very good.
Yeah, it really is.
How much does it cost?
That's
That's a good question, isn't it?
I don't remember. It's less than 20, I think. Less than 20. I'll have to do my review soon on that. It's not that expensive.
Okay.
Is that a community folder thing?
Community, no, it's a EXE installer. Actually, it's an external program. You just need to point it towards where you've got Flight Simulator installed. But it goes in an external folder, program folder. What are you chaps doing up there? We're waiting for you. Right.
Like 25 kilometres to go.
Oh, really?
What?
Well, Tony's coming down. That's great. I said that 10 minutes ago, Tony, but you're definitely coming down now. I can see you. Lovely, right at the start of the runway there. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. It's better than my landing, that. Lovely. Chunzi, are you there? Are you in chat? Not in voice chat, I don't think, are you? Oh, yeah, you are, Steve. Yeah, you've just muted.
Ah, sorry guys, didn't see. Yep, I'm here.
Right. How are you finding it?
With the weather caused issues after, I think it's when it comes to its next refresh after 5 minutes. I've got it set on 5. When it refreshed, it caused frame rate issues.
I've got
But if
mine
you
set
stop
on
it,
30 minutes, I think. I don't...
oh, okay. Yeah, I think I'll try that.
Yeah.
But if you stop the weather, it keeps the weather.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
But just doesn't refresh after so and then it works fine. So there's a few foibles, but it did look good, must admit.
It does, doesn't it? So you can
But
see.
yeah, my aircraft choice isn't the best. I cannot see out the front, so I'm flying in third person.
Right. Well done, Dave. Up and down, but you're getting there. Nice. Lovely. Credit down on the runway there. Still got Disco Dave up in the air, and yourself, Hugh. I see.
Yeah, yes. Watch this one.
Okay.
Got my camera out.
And what we'll do after this, chaps, if you're all okay, we'll take off again from this runway. And I just want to hunt a few more weather conditions. Ideally, if I can land in a storm, that would be perfect. Although a few of you sounds like you already have.
Pretty snowy.
Lovely Disco Dave. Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting snow there as well now. Looks like another weather front's just passing over us.
That was a snowy blind landing for me.
You did well.
I wouldn't know. Inside of my aircraft looks like the inside of Shackleton's beer fridge.
Pretty good.
Right. Here's you.
I think I've just flown over a big pile of dead polar bears. Froze to death.
It's bizarre weather, isn't it? Absolutely bizarre. Very nice,
Silky
you.
smooth.
Very nice.
I didn't.
Good.
I didn't ILS that at all. Okay.
Yeah.
Good job, Hugh.
Anthony,
I'm
good luck.
amazed.
There we go, Heinsberg up there. Heinsberg, what's your first name, please?
Martin,
Martin, you have told me. Sorry, I've just had so many names floating around.
that's alright.
Lovely, Anthony. Steve, we're all waiting for you, you know.
You're going to be waiting for me.
At least we landed on the runway, though, eh, Alan?
3 miles.
What's your point?
I came out of VR because I couldn't see the video, and then the chat, so it's easier just to stay out of VR.
Yeah, oh, I can imagine. Bloody nightmare in VR if it's misbehaving.
Yeah, lots of control tabbing. It's not crashed so far, so the new driver is nice and stable.
That's good. What card are you using, Steve, by the way? I did ask you that.
That's just it's a Game Rock 3070.
That's Ace, is that AMD?
No, NVIDIA 3070.
Okay. Oh, sorry, 3070, yep, yep, of course. Yep.
And that's in a ultra wide screen, so 3.5 something by 1440. One's lovely.
Could be that. 10 out of 10 on landings so far, yep, Dark GC, absolutely.
Oh really? I don't expect 11. 2 miles.
Oh, Disco Dave, you cheated there. He set the visual up. Ooh, naughty in autopilot.
Also, not lost. Heisenberg behind me and Johnny be good.
But is it cheating, really?
It's
Is it
not.
cheating?
No, not in this weather. No, if we could, you'd do. Yeah, absolutely. I was gonna. Maybe we'll do that for the next airport. Hey, set up a visual. We'll
I'm
fly
flying
into a
the wrong
storm.
way.
Yep. Oh well. What heading is that? 21 degrees the runway.
I know. I'm good.
Okay.
Oh, my airspeed indicator is frozen up. It's just not working. It's still stuck on 118 knots.
That's what happened to me yesterday. Just pray now, Steve.
Alright, I'll just wing it. It looks about right. I can see all the green and red lights on the... Oh god, turn around you lot.
Yeah. Stop looking.
Look the other way. I'm doing it in third person as well. I can't see through the windshield, so...
You're probably not used to third person now, are you?
No, not at all. No. Again, coming from a console, preferred way to fly.
Yeah. Looking okay. Looking on a good trajectory for the runway.
Got left a bit of a rudder.
Tension is building. Will Steve make it down in time? Will Martin
say.
ever go?
Don't bounce.
Yeah. Will Martin ever get there?
Very nice, Steve. I think, yeah, you made it. You made it. Lovely, lovely. That's a lovely livery, by the way.
Standard.
Oh. Everybody's flying my livery. What's going on? I'm using the Hodgson livery, and it replaces the default one. So I'm seeing many people in the Hodgson livery at the moment. Or a few of you.
You need to get that up online so we can...
Sure.
Oh, let me change my livery. I'm joking.
Very nice, Martin. Sorry I missed that, but very, very nice. That wasn't Martin. That was John. John Begood, was it? I think. Name tag's disappeared. Look at this weather. So which direction is best to take off from for you chaps?
Any direction towards the clubhouse.
Okay. I'm thinking we either go back or do we go from the runway we just landed on, 21?
Makes sense to me.
Okay, let's
Check
do
some
that.
weather.
If you just want to line up and start taking off.
Yeah,
go for it.
we'll line up, Martin. Okay, let me just... Sorry, guys, going to mute you again for a second. Just while I talk to the chat again. Back in a bit. Okay, where are we? 2 left, 1 left now. So what I'm going to do, let's get back into the cockpit here. Okay, I find about 1100's enough to start moving RPM. Don't need to teach you all how to taxi, do I? No. It's about 1100 or so. Get back to my... It's easy for me to do this from an external view because I can't quite see where I was there. I'm sorry, chaps, I might drive through 1 or 2 of you. Just ignore me. There we go. Very nice, Martin. We see you. Lovely, lovely. Go on. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Yeah, a bit bouncy, but you made it. Okay, let's just brake a little bit there. I don't want to be over speeding. And it's a nice long runway, so we can take off at probably any point from now on this runway. You don't need to go right to the beginning now. I'm just going to pull over here. Nice long runway, thankfully. There we go, that will do roughly. Just pull my throttle back now and just steady up. Centre line. Treating it like a game there, aren't I? Let's get it back in the cockpit. That's the proper way to do it. Okay. Oh, hang on. Let me just brake there because I just want to set a couple of parameters. I want to sync my heading bug. Let me know, chaps, if you're interested in that video. So I'll be showing you. Instead of using this knob here, it works on Xbox or PC on different controllers. Instead of using these knobs, heading and out, you can actually sync them to buttons, which is a lot easier. Those rotary knobs. I'll keep the autopilot. Let me just press B on my keyboard. I recommend the rest of you do that. It's roughly the right altitude. So I guess 2,000, just in case there's taller buildings out there, 2,200 for assigned autopilot altitude. Just pop outside. Lightning's not letting up, is it? Which is great. See people lining up behind me, so I'll just wait there. Johnny B. Good's there, Martin's there, and Dave's, I think you're just queuing up. That's great. Disco Dave's there. Lovely, lovely. Yeah, so essentially for this part, I want to fly into a storm. Fly into a storm, and hopefully try and land probably with some kind of visual guidance this time. Autopilot visual to a runway. Then that'll be a good way to end the stream. So, I'm going to throttle up, chaps, and get back in the cockpit. And up we go. That's the weather front. We're flying smack bang into a weather front here, which, well, we'll see how it goes. Should be fine. So, I'm up to speed. Trim up. Getting a positive rate of climb there. Press my autopilot, and I've got my heading synced, so I press heading as well. I had heading pre-selected. Oh, never mind. It's in autopilot and heading mode, essentially now. Again, a little bit risky, because you can't really see the ground in front of us, but it looks flat from what we've seen so far. Reduce the throttle to about 2600 just so I don't over rev it. And all's good. What time is it there? Where I am, it's just turned 6 o'clock, 6 PM. In the sim, it's 12:48 in my local time, 5:48 UTC. Okay, so where should we go? Let's just come down to this map while we're getting up to altitude. We should be okay. Here. This looks like an interesting front here. I want to see if there's any airports. There is an airport there, isn't there? So I want to come around through this front here, pick our way through here, and land around here. That should give us some quite dramatic views, or viewing for the video. Golovino Airport to our right there, 14 nautical miles out, but we're going to ignore that. So what's the weather like for you chaps now? I'm just flying through thick cloud at the moment, so can't see much. And thunder and lightning, of course. Yeah, it's definitely not cheating, Disco Dave. Yeah, we're going to do that on this next flight. If you're in this weather conditions, it's probably advisable. But I don't know. Is autopilot advisable in these conditions? Quite questionable that, because I tried it yesterday and my autopilot was actually just dropping my altitude and the instruments were freezing up essentially, so it was dropping my speed to dangerous levels. So it's questionable whether you would use autopilot, but yeah, I'd be tempted to if I couldn't see where I was going. So what we'll do, we'll slip in between these fronts here. So I'll be changing this to about 90-degree heading to an easterly direction when we get a little bit further along this flight route, along this route we're heading on. This heading we're heading on, rather. Yeah, that looks like a good plan. Oh, I've changed my mind, chaps. I'm going to come to my left. Here we go again. I've changed it to 169 initially. Just want to get out of this cloud. It doesn't feel good, really. I'm going to lose sight of everybody at some point. Although I can see them all behind me, that's great. To my left, let me just think. Come to my left. Let's just keep coming to our left there. So I'm gonna head to a heading of 122 now. Bearing of 122. Check if there's any freezing, icing going up. No, it looks like it's more rain at the moment. Snow, sleet, maybe. Ooh, there's more lightning, good. Yeah, it's absolutely, yeah, when I do the review for Rex, you'll see, get it in the right conditions. Like I said yesterday, I did a test flight, it's about midnight, my time. I was trying to get to bed because I was working a lot during the week. But I did a flight where there was no gaps, it was all just red and yellow patches on the actual G1000, the weather map. Couldn't find any relief from it, and the instrument started freezing up, so it can be very exciting at times. There we go. Come through that weather front. Go through that cloud. Let's just see, where was I heading again? Yeah, we're just heading this direction for the moment. Lovely. Yeah, and you can just search, you know, I mean, this is thunderstorms. You can search any conditions, windy, calm, of course, rain. All various different parameters that you can put into Rex to search. And then you can have favourite airports and goodness knows what. And live weather, if you can match it up, I did it once on the weather maps, the lightning maps, and it was absolutely beautiful. It matched up, it was over a little island, lightning all over the place, fantastic. Okay, I'm just about to fly into another cloud there, so I'm just going to come to a left bank there, 91 degrees. Pretty much see where we have to fly towards, that's good. And of course, if you're flying along with me, you don't want to lose sight of me, but if you're going to be flying into cloud on my bearing, then maybe just adjust a little bit and get around it. YouTube chat, you've gone very quiet for the moment. So I've just changed my heading again there, just as I was about to fly into cloud. I'm now on a bearing of 47 degrees. Not coming round. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. Well, let's set this up. So what we can do... Okay, we'll fly through there. Let's just think. Fly through there. I want to fly through this part. And now, okay, now we're coming back towards the east. So I'm going to go for an easterly heading. So let's put it on 90, just to be uniform there. So I want to fly. For those who are watching the stream, I want to fly through that. It's going to be rough, but I'm going to fly through that front there, or that formation there. Come out here, then fly through here and land around about there by setting up a direct 2. In fact, we'll be doing that today. Concentrated so much. Is it that bad? Yeah, so we're flying right where those flashes are. I'm going to be flying into that. Yeah. Oh, in this cloud, it's just like a layers of cloud and rain you can see there, and blankets over us. Sometimes you get formations with towering thunder clouds and you're flying around them. Ah, stunning at times, absolutely stunning. This is okay though. Plenty of action. Drops out of the sky. No! Tony, try and spawn on us. Are you on the Xbox or PC? Seems like the Xbox people are getting ice, whereas PC users don't seem to be at the moment. Or Rex has put some different kind of temperature in there. Something of that sort, I don't know what's going on. Okay, let's just get back in the cockpit for a second. So flying through here, it's going to be dark. Nothing I can do about that. Fly over here, and then try and find an airport. Round about here. That's the aim. Like I said, using direct 2. So now, yeah, it's going to be like this for the next few minutes, I'm afraid, chaps. Flying through the clouds, the cloud formation there. You got Ice Xbox S, yeah. Slew mode Xbox, yep, good idea. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Are PC users getting ice? Been over revving my engine for the past 20 minutes. Never mind, it'll be okay. Okay, just gonna turn slightly to a heading off. I just think it's so useful having that set up on my hat switch. Sort of rotary knob. Let's just see, 96 degrees. Actually, do I want to do it? No, I want to come the other way. Sorry guys. Heading off 80 degrees. Left, down to not the right. Better. So I'm just hoping to punch through this layer here, get to around here, actually here, ideally, see what's going on that side, and then do a direct to an airport, hopefully northwards. We'll see what happens. At least, touch wood, the stream's not dropping out. I wonder if that was OBS issues, because the YouTube stream seems okay, it's not dropped out. Who knows? Still see you all there, wave chaps. Rocky, Tony, Chinsey, Tippybird. Call you by your names, Martin, Alan, Dave, Steve, Tony, David. There's quite a few people there. Names are blurring together. Hugh. Great. Carlos, did you drop out, my friend? Oh no, Carlos, you're a Rocky, aren't you? Oh, never mind. Too confusing for me. Let's concentrate on the flight here. So we're punching through that cloud now. We'll come towards the other end. What are you chaps seeing on your various systems in live weather there? Just out of interest. So that's going on. I'm just going to switch to the map view. See what the lightning storm's doing around on the lightning map. So these are just all live clicks you can see. Oh, I hate that. Select setting, select, accept selected, just necessary. Yeah, it's a shame. I had lightning yesterday. When I first tested it, I had lightning over this island here, left and right. Oh, it's just beautiful. So I just went into Flight Simulator, took off from an airport in the middle of that island, and it was incredible. So often these lightning maps, they're accurate, but when it comes to Australia, such a large place, it's hard to pinpoint where the lightning is, so it can be hit or miss there. Well, let's get back to the game. Okay, so I'm getting through that cloud now. We should start seeing clear skies any second. Great, Carlos, great. Yeah. Any second we should see. Yeah, we are seeing skies clearing. Yeah, still gonna have to punch through another layer, but we'll see what's on this side. At least the lightning seems to have let up a little bit. See lightning there, that's good. Do I punch through that layer or do I come to my left there? Oops. Stupid hat switches. Let's do this. Yeah, no, let's just punch through that other layer. Just going to come to my right, in fact, a few degrees. Hat switches. It's confusing. There's two hat switches, like PLV switches on this velocity one. I'm always clicking the wrong one. Let's just see. Go to my right. I'm going to come to 89 degrees, 90 degrees to the right. So 90 degree bearing there. Oh, Alan, lovely formation flying. Good to see you. Fantastic. Wow. Really could do with flashes of lightning and thunder here, just to make that more dramatic. It's like a dam busters or something. There's a couple of flashes, but that could be our lights rather than actual lightning. Everybody's quite near. That's great. Ooh, yeah, still lightning going on. So we'll be heading back towards that, in fact. Yeah, well, it was good for a moment or two, wasn't it? What's this? Is this water below us now? Difficult to tell, isn't it? I think it is. Yeah, lightning's starting up again. So, yeah, because there's a heavy front to the left of us there, and a heavier one there, yes, so we've not escaped it yet, I'm afraid. Maybe it was, what's his name, Beluga, who dropped out. He did say he was going, that's fine. Good for you to join us for a while. Okay. So we're going to quickly punch through this rather than come to a clearer, much larger, clearer patch here with more lightning going on. Lovely. Ah, look at that. Wow. Ooh. Ah, doesn't get better than that, does it? The beauty of Flight Simulator. Mr. GT, if you're still there, that's a great capture. You know what I'm talking about? Oh. My word. My word. It does it like no other. Flight Simulator. Just keep on that view for a second. That is glorious, isn't it? Oh, rainbow beside us. Ah, what can I say? Rex needs to come to Xbox. I'm just hoping and praying it will. It's a game changer, weather game changer. Unless they up the you know, Microsoft fix Asobo adjust their own weather and make. Just buy the bloody Rex engine, really. Buy the Rex engine. Job done. Oh. I'm just going to keep it there and just let's dwell in silence for a bit. Oh my goodness. Okay, silence over. It's funny with cloud formations. I've seen this since I was a child. I always see faces and figures in clouds. And I do with these. What's happening to the clouds there? They're dissipating. What's going on? Well, that was on cue, wasn't it? Okay, Rex is updating. Ooh, yes, yes, yes. Got ahead to that, haven't we? VR, yeah, VR. Yeah, well, Chunzi was flying in VR. It just became a bit unflyable. Steve was flying in VR. VOR. VOR, sorry. My eyesight. VOR, oh my god. Yeah. Well, I can imagine if this works in VR. Ooh. Oh, rainbows there, look at that. Ah. Told you, when it gets it right, it gets it really right. Ah. Excuse me, I really am in heaven at the moment. Charles, good for you to join us, my friend. You must come flying with us, please, one day. Hear engines right beside me. That's interesting. What's that? He's buzzing me. Rocky. No, Alan. What are you doing to me? Phew. Tell him. Lovely flying there, Alan. Looks like you're getting blown around a bit there. You're on horsepower. Ooh, wow. Is that autopilot, Alan? Gotta switch back to Discord. Excuse me for a second. How do I do this?
Who's the favourite?
Alan. Alan, was
Alan,
that?
what you doing?
Was that autopilot, or was that you just? I don't know what you're doing.
Who?
You.
Drinking.
You're like bouncing up and down like a yo-yo.
Well, I was lighting a cigarette, so my hands are off. My hands are off the controls.
Is that what you were doing? Are you sure now? Oh, look at
Well,
that.
you would see it with the big stick, so.
Right, chaps, I'm going to let you get back to it. I'm going to talk to the chat. I just wondered. Lovely formation flying, Alan, by the way. Very nice.
Yep, thanks.
Okay. You do have an Xbox. Brilliant, Charles. No excuse then. Next time. I'm fast approaching 10,000 subs, and that will be a special one. Why not talk about that? It's going to be a special live stream, couple of giveaways. One giveaway will be quite bespoke. Let me put it that way. I don't want to spoil it. It's going to be bespoke. It's what I've got in mind. And hopefully quite exciting. Ew, I need to turn. Wasn't concentrating. Turning 90 degrees, my friends. Let's turn to a northerly. Let's just go north for the moment. If I need to keep turning, I will. Should be okay. Yeah, so look forward to that. So Charles, yeah, come along for that one, please. It's going to be spur of the moment. Whenever I get to 10,000 or near it, that's when I'll do the live stream. I don't know, isn't replay on Xbox? I'm out of the loop on that one. I'd imagine so soon if it's not already. Okay, chaps, we've been streaming for an hour and a half. Let's do a direct 2, shall we? So, direct 2. So I'm going to go back in the... I don't need to go back in the... I'll go back in the cockpit. Let's just look at the ATC for information. Nearest airport list. Airport's closer to you. Yikes. Alright, looks like we might have to go back to Tomesk. Yeah, the nearest airport list. I don't think there's many airports around here. Somebody type in chat if you've got one in mind. I don't think we can get one closer to us. Seems we're in the middle of nowhere currently. And Tomesk, by the way, is UNTT. I know the code, so we can do a direct 2 for that. I was hoping there was going to be another airport around here. Is there nothing there? Let's just see. Don't think the VFR map will be useful in this situation. I'm flying back into another frontier, but oh, I'll tell you what, let me just do a 180 quickly. So come to a 70 direction. Just while we decide what's going on there. Yeah, the VFR map's not going to be useful in this situation, I don't think. Doesn't zoom out quite far enough. Chat, any suggestions? Mayday, mayday, no airport? Absolutely, Carlos. Looks like Tomesk is possibly our only option from here. Oh, the lightning's still going. Let's just check in with Discord. Come on, guys, so a couple of user experts. Any suggestions for another airport? It looks like Tomesk is the only one near us.
Nearest one is, well, after that is UNEE.
UNEE.
65.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
UNEE, we're going to set... let me just write that down in case I forget. UNEE, well, I can't forget that. UNEE, okay? Yeah, cheers, Hugh. We'll set a direct 2 for that. So let me just get back there. Okay, thanks, Hugh. That was very useful. So what we're going to do, we're going to come down to our right G1000, go to direct 2, keyboard entry if you have keyboard here, and just type in UNEE and click on that keyboard icon again to get rid of it. Keyboard entry off, enter button, and activate. Ah, there you go. Seems to work well. It's quite a distance by the looks of things, but that's great. 63 nautical miles, that's fantastic. Oh, what's happened to the weather there? I took my eyes off it for 1 minute. Okay, looks like we're flying... Oh, very nice, though. Looks like we're flying away from the extreme weather, so this should be easier for you chaps. I'm hoping it's the same on live weather. Although there's another thing... Don't speak too soon there. That's brilliant. Thanks, Disco Dave, yeah. And I'm going to fly a little bit closer to that UNEE and then set up a visual when we get a bit closer. There's no need for now. Does anybody know the runway numbers? Let's just get back to the... Probably not going to help me much here. No, it doesn't matter. We can do that from here, can't we? Bear with me, chaps. Enter. So we got visual 5 and visual 23. And we are visual 23 when we get a bit closer. I think that's probably the best. Or ILS if you want to. It's up to you. We should get, effectively, probably get a glide path. We'll probably get a glide path there as well. There we go, that's better. So that's okay. So, visual for runway 23, and you can do ILS, but you should get a glide path glide path come up for this one, I believe. If it's got ILS. We'll see when we get there. Yeah, getting back to your question now, Charles. Replay. I've not used it personally. I've not heard great things about it. If it's the one I'm thinking of, but I don't know. Does anybody know whether Xbox is getting that soon? Or whether it's on Xbox? Unfortunately, we're leaving those violent storms behind us, or maybe fortunately. Do let me know, chaps, what it's like on live weather, please. Oh, spoke too soon, didn't I? We got thunderstorms ahead, that's okay. Oh, joy. Doesn't look pleasant ahead of us. Doesn't look pleasant behind us either, so we're trapped between a rock and a hard place, as we say over here. Pop in just to see how far we are. I tell you what, be rude not to now for this part of the flight. Just a second. Oh, let's come back to chat. That's better. Hello. So all okay? What's it like on live weather at the moment?
Nice and clear.
Yeah, I'm stuck in between a couple of fronts on my system. That's good. So a little bit easier then.
Yeah, for sure. It's going very well, this, you know.
Yeah, it's better than I was anticipating, because you just never know what. You know, you can plan for it, but you can't plan on live weather, really. Ooh, that looks nasty.
It looks very different, Harrison, to what I was seeing, must admit.
Really? Because it's updated on mine, you see.
Oh, no, I switched it. I've been switching it in and out occasionally, and it's no match. It's no consistency, I must admit. I can't see it.
That's a shame.
And the lighting too, as well. The lighting just seems very different. I'm getting lots of red glow, whatever I do from a sunset, and yours is...
Really? Can you record a bit of that, Steve?
I've done screenshots. It's beautiful red glow, like a sunset the whole day. Your dates aren't different, are they? You're not flying in a different month or a...
Good question. No, I'm flying in the 15th. Same day as today.
Okay. Yeah, no, I've got nothing like your screen. Nothing at all. Very, very different.
Huh.
Yours looks stunning. That's just mine.
Carlos is in the middle of ugly storms. Where's Carlos?
Just come below it.
Yeah, Carlos, you're right next to Hugh, so you have to deal with that, Hugh and Carlos, mentally.
Hey, who's that cute looking co-pilot you got sitting over there next to you?
Who be?
That's him.
Yeah, I've been peeking in there looking
Oh, I
at her.
see. Oh, I know. Yeah, no, she's keeping me company, shall we say? Keeping my hands steady.
Yeah.
Hands on the dash.
Very quiet there, Hugh.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I was saying that Alan always has to get in there, doesn't he?
Oh yeah.
I'm going to go and sort him out. I'm going to go and sort him out.
Well,
Catch him up.
that's what we count on.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, Carlos is saying it's very different. Right now I'm in thick cloud.
I have come down a lot in height, come down to under 2,000. It's a little better. I still feel a little bit robbed of the big fluffy clouds that you saw.
They're lovely, weren't they?
They were beautiful. Yeah, I want them.
Yeah, you
Really
can get them. Obviously, it just has to be the right conditions, really.
You haven't got Rex. Have you got AccuSeason running as well?
I
by any chance?
have, yes.
Ah, there you go.
But that-
Is that doing anything to the?
Not the
weather
clouds.
though?
No, it's just
Oh, okay.
the trees. And
You've got special
Buses.
clouds.
I must have.
You've got reviewer streamer clouds.
I don't know what. I don't have anything else. No, I'm just thinking. Just cloud. What setting have you got your clouds on?
Well, I was on same as you on live Rex.
No, I mean-
streaming rather from Rex.
Do you have very
Now-
high settings or high settings?
I use Ultra for 2D.
Ultra, yeah, it could be that. I've got mine on high, so it may be something that affects it somehow. If you have it on Ultra, it doesn't work properly, maybe.
I think the intermediate weather is similar. It's just the distance weather, like in very very background, or very at the very distance, like it's pre-painted. I don't know. Everybody's different.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I'll be interested to see your pictures of it. So I'm reading 48 nautical miles out. That should be coming between the weather storms as well, so it should be quite nice. Yeah, so since you've been using it, Steve, have you not had anything like those clouds I saw? Have you seen anything like it since you've been using it?
Yes, similar. And the close weather, the intermediate weather when you fly through, is very similar. I think a lot of it's to do with heights as well. It must be. That's what
Yeah.
I think. It's to do with flying heights. I mean, we're pretty much the same now. We've got thick cloud and rain. Oh god, the live stream keeps pausing. So thick clouds and rain and some icing.
Okay.
And I'll try and stick at the same height. But yeah, when it got clear in the middle of that weather area, there was nothing big and fluffy and amazing. Looked like God was sitting there.
Right. The hand of God, finger of God.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's so atmospheric sometimes. It's like being in the middle of the of a what do you call them, whirlwind tornado in some sense. The eye of the storm.
Yeah, you still got to go through it and get out the other side.
That'll be something that'll be interesting. I don't think they can do it, but tornadoes in Flight Simulator. I mean, you wouldn't want to fly into them, of course, but it'll be interesting to see distant tornadoes in the distance.
Give it a go at microlight.
Hmm. Oh
You
dear.
fall back a bit there, Alan.
Oh dear, 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 chaps, I might have to ditch. I'm just on default fuel. And it's showing, well, it's showing low fuel. How long does that last by anybody's memory or projections?
I don't know.
Okay, well, it's a suitable ending to the stream, isn't it? If I can just about make it in, hopefully.
How much you got left?
A bit more.
It's like, I don't know, 4 gallons maybe.
Add some more.
Oh, I could do.
Yeah,
couldn't I? Well,
Yeah, you can add more up there.
Yeah.
Up the top.
I want to leave it as realistic as I can, so...
Oh, okay.
So crash and burn, we'll come and get you.
Well, in that case, yeah, I'll have your PC and your flight stick.
Your PC is much better than mine, Steve, from all accounts.
Yeah. I want that button box that you've got with the radio things. Not that I know how to use it, I still want it.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Well, it's funny.
That's the next thing for me to get is the radio.
Yeah, it's a funny one. I mean, it's a good one. But the reason I got it mainly was for VATSIM. I really want to get into that. It's handy if you like VOR navigation flying. Otherwise, when I'm going to do a video on it, I just wonder, I think the multi-panel is the one that you get the most use out of.
Yeah.
Well, it's handy if you want to tune in instead of using the knobs or pressing the button, which is unrealistic on ATC. You can tune in if you know the frequencies. It's useful for that, but I think the best use for it will be VATSIM without a doubt, or similar to VATSIM where you're talking to real pilots on different frequencies.
So you can get that, and it costs, doesn't it, to use it?
VATSIM, no, Pilot's Edge does, but VATSIM's free as far as I know, unless it's changed.
Okay, I don't know. I wasn't sure. I know there's one that you have to pay for.
That's Pilot's Edge. Yeah, that's professional radio controllers. Apparently, they work in the field. That's the one I want to get promoted to, or work towards, rather. You know, VATSIM's always been free, I think.
I have to look at that.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely future videos on it.
What's that called? VATSIM?
Yeah, VAT Sim. Yep.
Let's write that down.
Yeah, so you use the radio panels, tune into Manchester ground, for example, then, you know, tune out to, you know, tune into Manchester Tower to take off, and then in between that you tune into another town, and then, you know, in between your flights, rather, your route, and then perhaps on your destination tune into the tower and land. And they tell you where to land, what runway, which approach to come into. Very good. Looks very good, but
Sounds good.
it seems to take a lot of time. That's why I'm finding difficulty at the moment.
How are
I
you getting
see
on with
you,
your
Alan.
table?
I see you.
Table, using it, yeah, it's lovely. Absolutely lovely. Yeah, no, it's great.
They have them in Costco.
Okay. Right. Well, is it what? It's the same tables? Oh, okay.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Wow.
You often move it up and down then, or what?
I do. Yeah, I've got my
yeah.
PC underneath it at the moment. When I'm using the Velocity one, I have to move it down a bit. Is that right? No, I can move it up a bit. When I'm using the Logitech, I have to move it down because I've got so many panels stacked on top of it now.
Right.
But I do, yeah, when I want to plug things in the top of my PC, I've got USB ports in the top of my PC, I'll move it up and down. When my legs get a bit achy, I'll put it into standing position.
Me and my good friend Alan are right behind you now. Look at that.
Don't know how I've ended up in front.
Yeah, this who gets a shout out at first. Fly different directions and see which direction he goes to see who he loves more.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you to my right and Alan to my left slightly. Behind me.
Yeah.
That's a terrifying prospect, you know that, Josh.
We're coming.
Yeah, fuel should just about last. I think I'm 34 nautical miles out now, and it's gone down. It's still looking about 3 or 4 gallons. Should be exciting. No parachute, no, Carlos, no.
Can you not refuel from the top tab?
You can, I just don't want to. I want to keep it as realistic, build up as much anticipation as we can.
Yeah, he's gonna keep us in suspense.
That's right, suspense. Thanks, Alan.
Oh, suspenders.
I was going to say that.
Nope, not on this stream, I'm afraid. That's definitely a members only stream. That
What happens below the desk stays below.
Oh, very good.
Very good. So how's your trim wheel going, Q?
Oh, I don't know. It's not going very well. I've kind of unplugged it now because I'm using the one on the flight panel. I don't know what's happening with it. I'll have to do a bit more investigating.
Yeah.
Ask Al, he'll help you.
Yeah.
Where is Alan? Oh, sorry. Where is Al, rather?
Oh,
He's been having problems.
Oh no.
big problems actually. Yeah.
With
With
flight
his PC,
simulator,
not with his
yeah.
life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it's his honeycomb stuff or if he. Never mind.
Okay. It's just quite a lot happening as usual. Yeah.
I can't wait for an update to come out for the Velocity 1.
Yeah. It's long overdue, isn't
time.
it?
Mm.
Have they not had an update since that came out?
No.
Nothing at all.
Yeah, Carlos, I think I'm going to be okay on fuel. Just about. If I start falling, I'll refuel.
Oh, I'm sure Hugh will dip down up under you and catch you.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'll do that for sure. I'll do that. and Alan will record you.
Yeah.
Have any of you heard of Little Navmap?
Yes, got that on now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Best thing out there.
it's amazing, isn't it?
Mm. You don't really need anything else actually.
No.
Yeah, I should do it. I'm just switching between Xbox and PC a lot, so I'm keeping it bare boned, really.
You just need many screens to run all the programs on.
Yeah, I can bet.
I'm
Yeah,
not-
yeah.
Mess that. Sorry, Alan, I messed that up.
I'm used to it.
Good, Tony. It's good to still see you there, and Carlos and Anthony, and Dave, and Disco Dave. Martin, you should be. I think you're in principals. Yeah.
I'm in front, yeah. Like I say, I don't know how I ended up in front.
It's probably to do with speed, isn't it? I'm at 26 RPM, 124 knots.
It's a revolution, that's what it is.
120.
Well, he jumped up there when you changed headings a while ago. He cut across, I think.
Oh, possibly, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So something live weather looks pretty nice at the moment.
12 nautical miles from the glide slope.
You say 12 nautical miles?
Yeah, about that.
Oh, from the glide slope, yeah.
Yeah, me.
Yeah. Just going to enter a visual on 23. I've not done it yet. Did you choose vectors or straight, chaps? Out of interest, for those who have set it up.
I'm doing ILS.
Okay.
I'm just flying in straight.
Flying in straight. Okay.
Yeah. Well, not just normal, without anything, just going in normal.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. Yeah.
VFR, yeah.
Okay, that's not too bad. Flight plan. Ignore my direction, chaps. I'm just heading towards the right.
Engine for world.
You're going to crash and burn.
Yeah. Heading back towards my. Just entered a visual for the runway, but I'm using heading to get back to the route there. The other direction.
Yeah, I'm having to intersect it as well.
Yeah, going back to the nav.
Yeah, and what we're going to do here, chaps, for those who are following and wondering what we're doing, just set a visual for runway 23 route change. So I'm just using my heading bug to get back towards the route. Then I'll engage nav, and we should get a glide path into the runway, hopefully. And my fuel is now about 2 gallons. I'm going to risk it. It's done okay so far.
And nautical miles.
Where the hell am I going?
So there we go. I'm just using heading to intercept that route, and then I'll come back here and press nav, and it should follow it. Carlos, did you catch that on the stream? I think if you follow where you're heading, just head towards the runway. It should be, hopefully, it depends what the weather's like when you get there, but it should be, you should more or less be lined up with it.
Three kilometres.
23, I've got 20, yep, to final.
Oh, to the airport.
It's interesting, Rex has updated again. It does this sometimes, it will update. It's almost like some of the weather dissipates for some reason.
Well, at least you won't see me bouncing as I go down the runway.
I think there's a couple of sets, isn't there, James? For one of them does almost an instant load in, and the other one does a gradual over time.
Yeah, I've got it set to the highest and the gradual over time to try and avoid that, but it's not bad. It's only done it the once during the stream, so that's not too bad.
Just for a few seconds, yeah?
Yeah,
And then clears again.
yeah.
Okay. There's obviously an issue probably with chipsets or something. I have a feeling that's the same thing that's happening to me. It's loading in, but then it's not releasing memory or not releasing something afterwards.
I think so, yeah. You see now I'm pretty much clearing up on the G1000, just checking, yeah, it's pretty much going to clear skies now. So it will do that sometimes, I'm afraid, all the time.
Early days, I promise.
Still got a thick blanket cloud above me, but the thunderstorms have stopped, so I can see the ground better now. It's better for the stream, maybe. And has anybody got the glide path indicator? I've got one up now. In fact, I'm half wondering whether I should increase the altitude here. If it's 2.5, it will let me know. Yeah. Not going to risk it. I'm going to refuel. I'm just about to run out there. Sorry, chaps.
Don't be sorry. Had to be done.
Where is that again? Is that general activity?
At the top, the drop down arrow
yeah.
at the top. Come out of that.
Drop down? I don't remember. Where
Out, out, come out. Back to your
Oh, I
flight
see.
screen.
Ah, yes, yeah. Okay. Never done that. Never actually done it.
Resume.
Yeah, I've resumed. Right. Sorry, it's just a bit of a delay between the stream.
That weight one. The weight one. Yeah.
So
Sorry, I need
I've got
to
it.
concentrate on this now. Sorry.
Yep, all sorted. I am cheating cars, yeah, now it's too close to running out completely that. I wouldn't have made it. I had like 20 nautical miles to go and maybe a gallon left.
Alright. Bit of a panic station there, mate.
What happened?
Well, I got all messed up, but I'm alright, I'll sort it out now. Have the right altitude.
By the way, you're all following me to intercept the course, aren't you? To intercept your own course.
I'm heading to... I'm going to the final of Prixford.
Okay. Yeah, because that's why I changed direction there to follow the route that I put in. The visual for 23. Mind you, if you follow me, it doesn't matter if you follow me, you'll get down anyway because it should bring me down, so that's okay.
What's that? Kadrovka?
I'm just following you to find the airport.
Right. Petrovka, yeah, we missed that one. Ah, well.
I've got a red G now. A green G, sorry.
Right, yeah, that's a glide path kicking in, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's been purple for some time, so that's okay.
At least we're all going in the same direction. That's a good sign, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just like lemmings.
That usually doesn't happen on most of our group flights, does it, you?
No, it doesn't. I'm usually going down.
It's all very dull cloud at the moment, not much activity in terms of lightning. What's it like in live weather at the moment?
Very similar, actually. Well, actually, no, it's not live. I've got a storm going, so I'm
Ah, okay.
sorry, I'm in stormy, so let's try that.
I have snow on the ground and quite nice.
Oh,
clouds,
similar.
actually.
Yeah, I've got snow on the ground, yeah.
Can you change your weather in that thing to something that you want different?
Yeah,
Do
I
you know
think
what I mean?
if you did it in
In
Flight
rec.
Simulator, it will override the rec setting. So if I went to weather here and chose a setting, it will override what Rex has put in.
No, but I mean, can you change the weather in your Rex as well? to
Oh
different
yeah,
things?
yeah, absolutely,
Yeah.
yeah. I've not got it in live weather mode. I've got it in. Can't see this on screen, but I've got it in dynamic.
Dynamic?
Yeah.
Ah, that's the difference. Ah, there we go.
Oh, did you have it in live?
I was in live. I thought we were checking live weather.
Sorry, no, I am in live weather. I'll talk about it. I've got it in live weather mode.
Well, no. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
ignore me.
Disappointing.
Uh,
Okay.
but not. Yeah, sorry. I searched from at the beginning. I got lost with what we were saying there. At the beginning of the stream, I was searching for weather, which is dynamic, essentially.
Does the simulator weather have to be set to a certain thing to use that?
Yeah.
Yeah, clear skies, Alan.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's got to be set on clear skies. I've tried it. I've tried loading in on live weather in Flight Simulator, putting it back to clear skies in the flight, and then loading in Rex, and it really crashed the system. So live weather from the world map. Sorry, clear skies from the world map.
Okay. Just curious.
I guess it needs to be sort of vanilla for it to work.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like it's saying, don't put any clouds in the sky at all, let Rex take care of it.
Ah, that makes sense. So you would totally recommend this then? It looks
Oh,
good to me.
absolutely, I won't fly without it, or this or Accu season at the moment. I mean, Accu season's just trees and shrubbery, but
Can
it's...
you work them together? Can they go together? Can you put them both on?
Oh
at the
yeah,
same
I've got them
time?
both working, yeah.
Ah.
That could be the colour discrepancies then, couldn't it? For me?
Could be, yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah, so you can't see here because the trees are covered in snow, but I mean, I think these trees are typically different to what you'll find in somewhere like the States or England, aren't they? But you can't really see the colour of the trees because of the snow at the moment. But they perhaps look a bit darker than your screen.
Sweet.
37 knots. 38 knots.
Steve, where you are there, is that a lake, frozen lake you're flying over, or is it just a piece of land? It's difficult to tell from here.
End of the trees. No, it's just land.
Just land, okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So that's it, sorry for the chaps watching this. All we're doing now is flying towards the route and then, well, yeah, you'll see me engage nav and follow the glide path, but the lightning has cleared up, I'm afraid. It's just very dull outside, but now I'm beginning to ice over. Is anybody else?
Oh, I'm alright.
Sticking pilot heats on. What was the hint that someone gave before? Wasn't it Disco Day who said something about got pilot heats on? Let's just see.
You actually have to bind another thing on either your keyboard or on your thing to turn ice on in a 172.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't have that set up.
And I'm turning.
Something about airflow, wasn't it? So something about the airflow, just a second.
It's over on the left.
Yeah, I've got that, the airflow, yes. Right.
Sorry, right, yep, sorry.
How do I set it again to see you guys? Because I can't see yous on here.
What, the name tags?
Yeah.
Traffic settings, show nameplates or show name tags. Need to active pause the system.
Not in assistant mode, no.
No, you can't do it from the active. You'll have to active pause and go into the main menu for as quick as you can. But it's in general options, bottom left quadrant, and then traffic, and then it's 3 or 4 down. Click it on, save, and come back. You should only be out to sit for about 5 or 6 seconds.
General where?
General tab,
Yeah.
traffic,
Traffic, yeah.
and then show name tags or show nameplates. One of the two. Show traffic nameplates, about 4 or 5 down from the top.
Got it. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Save that and come back and you're done.
Yeah.
Okay, switching
Oh,
over
yeah.
to nav mode now.
You guys all slowed down.
Yeah, I'm slowing down as well. It's to do with the ice, I think. Are you icing up as well?
No,
So
I've had to come out of that weather. Because I did ice up in live weather.
Happened to me the other day. This is the only way through this. It's full throttle. You may have to take autopilot off and hand flies, and it does seem to speed back up again.
Cannot see anything in live weather, so.
What speed are you, Steve, at the moment?
Sorry.
What speed are you at the moment?
Oh, well, I'm actually coming back down now to about. It's cruising at about 112.
Okay, oh, well, you're much faster than me. I've slowed down to 80 at full throttle.
Yeah, no joke.
Seems to be going a little bit faster now, back up to 81, 82. That's okay. I can maintain that.
Got ahead. Got wind coming towards us at 37. Well, I am anyway.
Really?
Yeah.
It could be that then.
On
Could
live
be
weather.
that. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Needs to be ground speed, yeah.
Hot air entry, yeah. Thanks, Disco Dave. Yeah, I put that on.
Break through the clouds. On live weather, you break through the clouds. It looks beautiful. Man.
Yeah, I've just got a very dull blanket, grey blanket of cloud over me at the moment. So how far are you chaps away from the airport now?
I'm about to land.
Yeah.
About to land,
Should
okay,
be
still
fine.
15 nautical miles out then, so... someone's behind me, thankfully, or beside me. Yeah, someone's behind me.
Ooh, we can watch two come in for a change. Listen.
Yep, absolutely. Chunzi, you're behind me. Steve, you're behind me. And Carlos and Alan, you're behind me too. Well, that's okay. There's a few of us. But it'll essentially be an awesome... You got it all set up, haven't you? Glide path.
Yeah.
Very simple, this one. Someone's chatting, but we can just about... Well, we can barely hear you there.
I can see runway lights now.
What degrees? Sorry, Carlos, let me just check. 216. Bearing of 216.
Can't see any runway at all on my map.
Oh joy.
Nothing, absolutely nothing.
Have you got the glide path, Steve?
I'm not using ILS or instruments, I'm just flying VOR.
Okay.
But I've got my map scrolled and I can see at least 15 to 20 miles ahead of me on the map, and there's nothing.
Cool.
Mine was
Wow.
completely white. It was snowed over completely.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I think I'm in
Joy.
a different aircraft, so I'm in a J&B. So I'm not using the G1000, so maybe. Zoom in, see if it's... There's a river, intersection of a river running diagonally across us.
Yeah, the river before the runway.
Okay.
Water, Hugh.
Yeah, don't worry, I'm on glide slope in a minute.
Okay.
Bloody hell, never live that down.
Darn
And,
it.
and I'm on glide slope. Away!
Oh, so you're doing ILS, Hugh?
Yeah, I did ILS.
ILS, yeah, because it's glide path on the visual.
Yeah. I've done visual before and then realised that you can go straight through a mountain. Or into it.
Not the best idea.
No.
So sorry, chaps. Anyway, it's a long stream, so you're getting a bonus edition here. It's just pretty much a standard autopilot flight in.
Well, I've got those. Got
Yeah,
those
you
nice
get to
big
listen
fluffy
to all the
clouds now.
goofballs.
Say again.
I've got these big fluffy clouds now.
Oh, okay.
They do look good.
So hang on a second, I ran out of fuel there. What were you chaps doing? What did you fuel? Are you're not got unlimited fuel on by chance, have you?
Cheating.
I always do.
Maybe.
Would we do that?
Oh yeah. Disco Dave, it looks like you're heading to a different runway, maybe? It's difficult to tell from this angle. You're okay.
We like authenticity, Hudson, but we just don't fancy spending the rest of our life stuck on the Russian tundra.
Not in this weather, no.
Yeah, I mean it's not exactly going to be a travel lodge below us anywhere, is there, nearby? I can't see one.
Has anybody been to Russia at all?
No.
I went to Moscow years ago. Wonderful
Any good?
place. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
About back in the, I was dating a Russian lady, in fact, but back in the mid-90s, and so it was after the Iron Curtain came down.
He's
But
a
it-
spy. He's a spy.
It was hell trying to get in. You got soldiers on the gates with machine gun, whatever they're called, class,
I know.
you know, the guns they use. And it's just so much fuss trying to get in there. You have to be invited by someone who's been there, two people who live there. But wonderful place to see. It's like being in England 20 years ago, and that was back in the 90s. So it's like, you know, still trying to catch up to the Western world, which is probably overtaken in many respects now.
It's a bit like the Isle of Wight then.
Yeah, exactly like the Isle of Wight. Yeah, I like the Isle of Wight for the red squirrels. It's one of the places where they're still indigenous to the island.
I see the runway now on the map. I was scrolled out so far. I wonder when my aircraft wasn't moving at all.
Hugh, what's the weather like over there at the moment?
Oh, we had a cold snap last night, you know.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was 63 degrees last night for the first time for a long, long time. So we didn't
63
go
degrees.
outside. Yeah. At the moment, it's 82.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah, we're down to -2 where we were the other day. That's about as cold as it gets here.
it was
rather
-2 in Coventry as well last night.
I mean, we complain about it, but it's nothing compared to. I mean, you imagine being here where we're flying over now. That'll be easily -20.
Yeah, some of the Canadians that fly with us will have some stories, I should imagine.
I can imagine. It's 15 in New York City. Yeah, I believe. Are you in New York, Carlos? Great. Got a friend from New York. She was visiting her mother. She said it was snowing when she went. Thick snow over there.
They've had some really bad storms.
Oh yeah. 31 degrees in Brisbane, chaps. That's it's the Australian summertime now, isn't it, Anthony?
That's the longest flight we've been on for a while, you know.
It is indeed, yeah. Yeah. Maybe we'll pick a closer. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, it was alright. Fun.
Yeah.
Weekend.
Got the glide path indicators coming down, so I'll be pressing approach soon. Might as well go to flaps once since I'm at that speed. Not sped up over 90k, 90 miles, knots, rather. And press the approach. There we go. Glide path fully active. Ah, now I'll start speeding up. Bugger.
Anybody know what?
That's because you're coming down.
Yeah, it is.
Skew
Yeah,
key
it
is?
is. Yeah.
Skew forwards.
Say again?
Does anybody know what the key to skew forwards is? Rather than just skew up. I know we've got Y and F4. Do you know we can go forwards or?
Is it the number? Is it a number pad? I think
I
8 and
don't
2,
have-
4 and 6.
Oh, I don't have a number pad on
Maybe.
this keyboard.
Yeah, something on the number pad.
I'll try. Oh, well, nothing to lose. So let's Y.
I think it's 8 or something.
8, 2, 4, 6, yeah. Or 8 and 2. 8. Try it. Then we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, no, doesn't happen. I don't have a number pad. Let's try. Okay, I may have instantly regretted what I'm doing.
Why, Steve?
Yeah, no, it doesn't work for me. I don't have a number pad, so I
Oh.
can't skew anywhere but up and down and left and right. I haven't got the room on the desk. It's just too long.
Don't WSAD do anything?
There you go. That'll be what it is.
Well, there we go. Yeah, it gets me moving in Counter-Strike, but I just doing it. WSAD. No.
None?
Nah, never mind. Oh no, I've just skewed around. I may have to leave the flight anyway. I've got to go and get dinner.
Fuck, that's a shame. Right at the end there, Steve.
I just had a ransom note sort of nailed to the screen and said, "Don't make me have stupid noodles." From the better half. Oh, I'll head in towards, and if you're still there and I'm landing. carry
Okay.
on.
Okay, the runway's pretty clear in front there. Can you see it now? Who was having trouble with that? Whoever it was, I hope you can see it now. It's pretty clear here. It's just the ice on the windows. It's difficult to see what's going on.
Weirdly, on live weather on Xbox, there's two runways. The
Yeah, there is, there's
right-hand
two.
one is closed, the left-hand one, but the right-hand one is closed but clear. The left-hand one is open but snowed over.
Whichever one you choose, it will be the wrong one.
Yeah, they're both open on the PC version.
What you did mention is this civilization to the right.
Yes, yes.
Gulag.
Nice landing, Alan.
Nice landings, yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Looking smooth on the replay. 90%. Nice.
Yeah, the runway's completely snowed over though, isn't it?
Oh, you're going to run into Rocky.
Sorry, Carlos.
Oh, butter.
Nice.
Wallop.
I got to go, chaps. Good afternoon. Thank you
Yeah,
very much.
thanks for
Thank you,
joining us.
James.
That's
Well,
is everybody down.
boys.
We just got you started.
Yeah, no.
Are you coming down there, Steve?
Yes, I'm following down, but you carry on if you need to end and do whatever.
No, it's
I'll,
okay. I've still got a few
follow in.
minutes.
only-
Alan, are you down there? It's difficult to see. I think you are.
Yep, I'm down.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just yourself there, Steve. Okay, yeah, we'll finish it there. Thanks for joining us, guys. A bit longer than we expected, but still fun. Fun to see the storms at the beginning, for sure. Stay tuned. The 10,000 sub live stream will be happening soon. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you all hopefully very soon.
Cheers.
Bye bye.
Bye, chaps. Bye, Alan.
Yep, see you, buddy. Tell my hi. Thanks, James.
Well,